All right, man. We back. Motor City Sports Talk. We're gonna continue our season preview. We're gonna turn it up. So hopefully a few days in a row, I knock some out. We'll be done pretty soon. But yeah, week 4, October 4th, the Saints come marching in. The New Orleans Saints come marching in to Ford Field. Not sure they're gonna be marching in to fans or limited capacity crowd. But let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. We got a little recent history, as recent as last season with them. If David Blog would have beat the Green Bay Packers, which it would have got the Saints to buy, a car dealership owner down there in New Orleans was going to give David Blog a truck of his choice. We came up a little bit short, but ultimately New Orleans got put out the first round. They probably could have used that rest. Green Bay ended up getting put out in the conference, NFC Conference Championship game by the 49ers, who were the runner-up. So a little bit of history there, man. We feel like we play the Saints like every other year. All right, it just seemed like we played them in playoffs a little bit ago. We seem like we play them all the time. We had a shootout there a few years ago with them. Good football team. I mean, they got a general in Drew Brees. But let's kind of talk about their roster, and then we kind of talk about their draft picks, and then we get into free agents first, draft picks, and then we kind of get into their depth chart and what I think and how we stack up versus them. So they brought Drew Brees back. They brought Janoris Jenkins back. If you don't remember, Janoris Jenkins came over from the New York Football Giants after he used the R word, which was retarded, and failed to apologize for it. And he found himself in a better situation. They pick up Emmanuel Sanders from the 49ers. They bring back Malcolm Jenkins from the Philadelphia Eagles. Larry Warford continues to he opted out of the season. He was a former Lion. We tried to get him back. I was hoping we get him back. They also bring in Nigel Bradham from the Eagles as well, too. He got some speed. They're used to lose Teddy Bridgewater, backup quarterback, to the Panthers. Bring in Jameis Winston. He was with the Bucks. They retain Kiko Martinez, Patrick Robinson. Damn, Patrick Robinson still on there. They lose A.J. Klein to the Bills of Buffalo. Marcus Hunt, they bring him in from the Saints. He was that dude from overseas that really didn't, do well. I don't know what happened. They also bring in James Hurst, right tackle from the Saints. They bring in Anthony Chicatillo from the Pittsburgh Steelers. They lose Eli Apple to the North Carolina, the Carolina Panthers, but they are in North Carolina. They lose Ted Ginn to our division rivals, the Bears, the Care Bears. They bring back Andrews Pete at left guard. They bring back P.J. Williams at cornerback. They don't bring back Zach Klein, fullback, which he don't have a home yet. They lose Von Bell, their safety, to the Bengals. They bring back Johnson Bersimi. They also bring back Patrick Omame. I don't know this dude's name. They also bring in Todd Montgomery, former Jets and Green Bay Packer running back. He should be nice in that system if he gets some chance to play. They bring back DJ Swearinger. They bring in Michael Burton, fullback from the Washington Redskins. Anybody else worth mentioning? They bring in They keep Noah Spence. So that's pretty much it. They bring back Taysom Hill. So that's pretty much it. And you want to talk about their draft class? It's very short. They draft Go Blue, Michigan center Cesar Ruiz. I think they're going to play him at guard because they just drafted the center. That's why they got rid of Larry Warford. They also bring in linebacker Zach Bond from Wisconsin, tight end Adam Troutman, from Dayton. I didn't even know Dayton had a football program. And quarterback Tommy Stevens from Mississippi State. All right, we look at their depth chart really quick. And to be honest, it's pretty good. Emmanuel Sanders was an ideal number 2 next to Michael Thomas. Only issue is Drew Brees, can he throw it down the field? They still got Traquan Smith and, they still got, that's it. I don't notice any more of these dudes. But also they got Tyron Armstead still at left tackle. Andrews Pete at left guard. They brought him back. Eric McCoy is the guy they brought in last year to play center. Ruiz will start at right guard. And Ryan Rismack will be their right tackle. Jared Cook is their tight end, who he is dynamic. Drew Brees is the quarterback. Alvin Kamara, Latavius Murray, Ty Montgomery in that order. And Dwayne Washington as well, too. And Michael Burton at fullback. Now, their defense is getting interesting. Jordan Cameron, he say some stupid shit, but he is an outstanding player. Sheldon Rankins, good in the middle. David Mata, not sure about him. He the nose tackle, so they run a 3-4. They run a 4-3, I think. Sorry. Marcus Davenport, they drafted him about a year or two ago. I liked him out of UTEP. I thought about the Lions getting him. Alex Alazone, no, not familiar with him. at strong linebacker, middle linebacker. Kiko Alonso, pretty good. He was better before he hurt his knee in Buffalo. Demario Davis at weak side linebacker. He's pretty good. Also, they have Janoris Jenkins at left corner. We talked about him. Marshawn Lattimore, who had one of the best rookie cornerback years that you can remember out of Ohio State. That's who we helping from Jeff Okudah. Also, Marcus Williams at strong safety. He the one that gave up that playoff touchdown to Stephon Diggs. He's still in the league. I really like Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. I want the Lions to draft him the other year. Malcolm Jenkins, DJ Swearinger, they kind of backing up Malcolm Jenkins and Marcus Williams. So they got a really good football team, man. And like I said before, Taysom Hill, they kick returner. Alvin Kamara, they punt returner. They still got Lutz as they kicker. So, I mean, they got a really good football team. I mean, they got championship ambitions. They got Super Bowl ambitions rolling into Ford Field. They got the best receiver in the game, in my opinion. A lot of people think I hold grudges against Ohio State players. Once you hit the pros, I'm very, very objective at all. I really hate Ohio State, but they got some dog-ass players. Lattimore, Denzel Ward, Michael Thomas, Zeke Elliott. You got to get credit where credit is due. Urban Meyer's done a phenomenal job, and now Ryan Day is doing a phenomenal job drafting, and Michael Thomas is the best in the business. And if I think Drew Brees can go down the field, Michael Thomas will have a lot of more deep ball catches and more yards per average. But this is what they do. I think they're more dangerous than last year because it's desperation. Kamara's he playing for a contract. Also, you got Emmanuel Sanders that make them that much dangerous. And then Jared Cook, guys just do what they're going to do. I think this is one of the best supporting cast Drew Brees had in a while. And they really did a great job securing younger guys in the interior, cheaper younger guys. They got a good line. Only issue is it just didn't seem they got that banker back they needed to get. They should have drafted that dude Green Bay got from Boston College. They need that type of back. But last year, Latavius Murray played well when Kamara was out, but when he came back, he just really didn't get his rhythm. And I think Latavius Murray is a bell cow running back. He get better with more touches, and when Kamara he's spelling Kamara, I don't think he can get into a rhythm. But defensively, they got some good corners. You know what I'm saying? Solid safeties. But I really think this defense really hinges on the improvement of Marcus Davenport. If Marcus Davenport come in there or they get something out of Marcus Hunt, this defense is going to be dangerous. We know we're going to get from Cameron Jordan and Kiko. But in the front seven, Demario Davis, they got a good defensive front. But I think Davenport is the key to their success. If they get something out of Davenport and they stay healthy, it's probably going to be the best team in football, at least in the NFC. But what's also one of their weaknesses is Drew Brees' inability to throw down the field. You know what I'm saying? And will Drew Brees continue to be fresh, or will they have to spell him and use Jameis every now and again to keep Drew Brees fresh? But ultimately, I like the Saints. I have nothing against the Saints. They have a sorry history. I mean, similar to the Lions' history. They wore, brown paper bags. And, that was one of those teams that gave me hope when they won the Super Bowl that, they was the Aints and they won. They won. The difference between our team and their team, and they've been through a lot of turmoil. I mean, that's worse than 0-16 going through Hurricane Katrina. But the difference is they ain't had no fan base. They fan base is fair weather fans. All right, ask Lil Wayne. Nobody was down there rocking with the Saints. The Lions have a true fan base. Win, lose, or draw, we rocking with the Lions. It don't matter. We ain't got no fake fans that's coming on when we winning and this, that, and the third. No, we got a real hardcore fan base. And, that's what you can say about us in Cleveland. If the good thing about being down is that you know who with you, you know who riding with you, you know who love you. That's the thing about being from rags to riches. When you just born rich, you don't know who want to be your friend for being your friend or who love you for who love you. When you down or don't got nothing, you really able to see who there and who not there and who your real friends is. And it rings true when it comes to the Detroit Lions. All right, but it's a tough game. Most people in the market off as an L, but you don't know injury-wise, COVID-wise, where people going to be. And physically, I know Drew Brees signed a 2-year deal, and he has a deal to get into the booth in NBC and call football games, I think it is. But physically, man, if you really know football, and Patricia really got a brain, what you do in this game is, you dare Drew Brees to beat you deep. You dare Drew Brees to make those tough throws, the out routes, the corner routes, the comeback routes. You dare him to throw outside the hashes and prove it to you that he can zing it outside the hashes. You shade everything on the inside. You dare him to throw deep. Even if you tricking him with a robber or you bringing everybody back up in the 8-9 man box, and then you shooting your safety down to play the deep half of the field, you dare Drew Brees to throw deep. That's it. You hit old quarterback, hit him, blitz him, and force him to throw deep. And if he beats you deep, hey, you shake his hand at the end of the game, say, hey, Drew, good luck in your career. Hopefully you get another championship, Hall of Fame, all that good stuff. You shake his hand and go. It's simple. Play the sticks, play the short routes. You double Michael Thomas, and you press, you get up on them, and you make Drew Brees throw outside the hashes to go down the field. And if he beat you, shake your hand. Or if Jameis playing then, you got to change your game plan. Jameis came to Ford Field last year and had a really good game. But 4 weeks in, I think Drew Brees should still be the starter. But that's how you beat him. I stuff the box. I play the run. I'm not, I just play all the short stuff. The slants, the ends, the digs, all that. I force him to throw. I dare him to throw an out route. I dare him to throw a comeback. I dare him to throw a corner route. You know what I'm saying? I dare him to throw the skinny post down the field with enough zing in it. And that's just how you got to play New Orleans. You got to pick your poison. Stop the run and force Drew Brees, to go down the field. And, at the end of the day, they big on play action and boot action and all that type of stuff. And also, you got to pressure Drew Brees. But I'm putting everybody in the box. I'm daring Brees to beat me deep. All right? And if Brees able to chuck that hole 30, 40 yards, then you just shake his hand at the end of the game. You play the odds. He don't have an arm no more. He consistently can't keep throwing down the field. If you hit him, he going to fold. But from a defensive aspect, how do I attack this team? Tough. You know what I'm saying? They match up with us well on the outside. But, looking at P.J. Williams and whoever, Patrick Robinson, I think Amendola got a great matchup. I like T.J. Hockenson matchup. This is a game where, I would go with 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, you know what I'm saying, in a single back. This is one of them games. I like my matchup with they linebackers on my tight end, they linebackers on my receivers. Linebackers on my running back, but I really love they linebackers and safeties on our tight ends. I would look to abuse Jesse James and Hockenson. I would look to abuse the element of surprise with running the ball. They don't know if we're running or throwing it with 2 tight ends on the field. I'd even go out there with 2 tight ends spread out and shotgun, 2 receivers, and I'll be looking for the best matchups. I love that matchup. Running the ball, hopefully we got some success. Kerryon and DeAndre and Bo and Ty and whoever else back there. But really, I'm looking to really play smash mouth and balanced football with 2 tight ends and 2 receivers in this game. They corners, they take chances. They're really good corners, but they can't be beat. Also, putting Amendola in the slot is going to be huge as well. He has a great matchup with they nickel corners and they linebackers and stuff of that nature. So this could be a huge game for Amendola. But running the ball is going to be imperative for the Lions this season. And if they're able to run the ball, everything else should open up. Saints got a really good team, balanced team, but I just love the matchup with the tight ends. I love the matchup, with Danny Amendola. And, just think if they're able to run the ball, it should be a good game. It's competitive. These one of those games that you count the Lions out and they fuck around and almost win or lose it, a la the Rams game a couple years ago, a la last year's game with Kansas City Chiefs. But like I said before, this team, the Saints, it can be boom or bust. I think they got Super Bowl ambitions. They got a tough division. Tom Brady back there with Tampa, Teddy Bridgewater, Ho in Carolina. And also Atlanta, I think, is a sleeper team as well, which they'll be coming on our season preview pretty soon. But it's just going to hinge on, can Drew Brees chuck the ball down the field? And if Drew Brees get injured, then, can Jameis right his wrongs and can Sean, Payton tweak Jameis and turn Jameis into what we thought he was coming out of Florida State. So, really good game. Like the matchup. Really familiar with Sean Payton do. We had Sean Payton offense when Joe Lombardi came in. So, like the Saints, respect the Saints. And, we'll see what they got going. But Drew Brees just don't have an arm. So, you got to play your probabilities and statistics, Make him throw outside the hashes. Make him throw those throws where you got to have a lot of arm strength. And the Lions should be fine if they're able to stop the run. But, hey, don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, response, or video request. Other than that, man, don't forget you can donate. Cash App, PayPal in the description. Cash App, CJGood313. PayPal link there as well. Best way to donate is share the video. Hit the subscribe button, bell icon button. Check out our Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. And we're going to get to rolling on this season preview. So I'm going to knock one out each day until we get done. So appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. Motor City Sports Talk. We gone.